Hello guys, it is Crazy Pineapple here, and I have not made a video for about a month. I was gonna finish Fallout 4, and nobody was showing up to watch it, so I didn't finish it. But I will be doing an ending video where I just kind of kill everybody. This is a new series. It's called YouTube Personalities, where I pick out big YouTubers. I don't want to show any of their clips or anything like that. I don't want to get any revenue from them or anything like that, because I don't. But I want to pick apart their kind of personality. I've watched a lot of videos from a lot of different YouTubers. This is their YouTube personality. I don't know their real life personality. If I did, I would probably ask them. But it's YouTube personalities, and we're going to start with the biggest YouTuber on YouTube. We're going to be starting with PewDiePie. Everybody's watched a PewDiePie video. Have you not? Because you must have a heartbeat, so you've obviously watched one. He has the most subscribers. He has probably the most videos out. I'm not sure. I should probably check into that. But everyone's seen PewDiePie. Everyone's seen Matsuya. You know, we know who he is. We've seen him do collaborations. We've seen people who work with him explode into huge YouTubers. Jacksepticeye. But the idea is we're going to analyze his personality. So, his YouTube personality. When you see him in his videos, he's very ecstatic. He's very flashy. You know, you get a lot of like dank meme kind of thing coming off this guy. You just see him going crazy, and I mean, he's funny. I have watched him. He's funny, and sometimes he's, you know, stupid, and you just like, what are you doing here? Like, but he is honestly a funny guy, and when you kind of analyze his personality, he's the first thing people attack PewDiePie for is generally money, and this guy's got to be rich. Have you seen how many videos and how many subscribers and how many views he has? Like, he has to be rich, and we all know it. And I don't think people should really care about how rich he is, but by his personality, it doesn't seem like he cares a lot about money. And that's one of the things we're going to be analyzing about each YouTube is how much they show that they really want money. And this guy just, you know, he has it, and you know he doesn't have to ever pay rent or ever pay for a car. But does he really show, I want money, I want money? Does he do crazy things to draw in views and subs? No, he doesn't. He is more a relaxed YouTuber who just does his thing. And you can see that. You can see he doesn't really do crazy ecstatic videos to get views. So that revolves around, he's kind of not of a money-grabbing YouTuber. And so that's a good thing, you know, that's kind of, you want to go watch this guy because you know he's not just using you. The other thing about PewDiePie is he's not really looking for the individual fan. And what I mean by that is this guy, like, I've never seen him respond to a comment in my life. Like, he probably did it when he was smaller, but I've never seen him respond to a comment in my life, and I've gone through hundreds of his videos just to find this before I did this video, and I could find no response from him at all. Nothing. I had people asking him like, oh, hey, are you going to be in Birmingham and stuff like that, and this guy never responds. So the same thing is, it's probably not a good idea to leave him a comment specifically for him to see it. I also tested Twitter. I even left him one myself, and it was on his video, and it was just a random question, but he was back when he was giving out some headsets, and no response. The guy, now I did see him respond to someone above me, but it was just like a technical question. Okay, sorry about that, guys. The dog does not like the neighbors. But what I was saying was that he doesn't respond. He's not looking for that individual fan. He's kind of looking for the whole group. You know, if his whole fan base is telling him something, he will respond. But if you are, you know, spilling your heart out in the comment section saying how you saved my life, I really don't think you're ever going to get a chance to hear from him. And I don't know if he'll ever actually see it. So my suggestion is don't go leaving him giant heartfelt letters in the comment section because they might just get deleted. But personality wise, this man's very flashy. He likes to show himself off. He's a funny, ecstatic, crazy character with very little things to hide. He I've seen videos of him actually getting aggravated because of fans like running up on him and stuff like that. And I can understand that. That would get annoying if I had people running up to me. Like, I couldn't even go to the grocery store to get, soda because someone kept running up to me. You're PewDiePie, you're PewDiePie. Of course, that never happens to me. But I can understand where that comes from. And some people get aggravated saying, you don't care about your fans, you don't care, you don't care. Well, you gotta understand this guy's got like 46 million people who know who his face is. You know, it's not that hard to walk down the street and probably have someone say, hey, I know that guy, and run up to him. And, you know, so he seems like he might be a little aggravated with the fact that so many people run up on him that he can't do simple things. But this is the same thing an actor has to deal with. You can't have Tom Hanks going to the grocery store by himself because you're going to have someone like run up on him, try to kidnap him. So he seems like he might be a little angry about, losing a little bit of his freedom, but probably not as much. Um, Showing his life wise, he's very closed doors on what happens around his house. He's not a vlogger, he's a gamer. You're not going to find out what salad he ate or, what he had for breakfast. It's just not going to happen. Get some insights on where he's going, but I doubt you're going to find out, the very juicy details. You could probably go look up where he's born. You know, Everyone knows his name is Felix now, but what it is you gotta also think that his character is entirely satire. PewDiePie is a satire character. He's a made-up character to show on the channel. Some of it may really be Felix, but the personality itself may not be the same person. You may walk up on PewDiePie in the street and he will just punch you in the face and call the police. You don't know. And by what people see and by what people have put out saying, I have seen this guy, they don't say he's rude. They don't say he's an asshole. They say he's generally okay, take a selfie, say hi, handshake, and then, both of you go home and you just remember I met PewDiePie at the store. You know, Kind of something along those lines. But while he doesn't seem money grabby, he doesn't seem rude, unless you mess with him. He does seem very closed about kind of his inside life. He did show off his mom and sister, so we know the general story about this man. We know the general story about the satire character that is PewDiePie. But does he, is he the person who is he his personality? That's the big question. Because some people, like, I guarantee Leafy is here, doesn't really run up to, like, autistic children in real life and say how stupid they look because they're trying to do a video. Because they're not. They're not stupid. They're just trying to do their thing. I love Leafy is here, but I'm sorry. I gotta put you on blast for that, dude. The big thing is his character who he really is? You could find that out just from watching his videos. Does he slip? Maybe sometimes he gets really mad, does something that shows his true side. Maybe a fan pushes him over the edge. I haven't seen anything like that, and I looked really hard for something along those lines. I looked for, PewDiePie pimp slaps a crazy fangirl. I couldn't find anything where he went over the edge. I couldn't find anything. So from a psychological opinion, I think some of it really is made up. Maybe part of the jokes are, pre-thought of. But from the psychological side, it seems like he is not faking much. He could be considerably faking a lot, but not as much as some people think he is. Um, he seems like this kind of person who is slow to anger. You know, he seems very caring. he is the forerunner for YouTube. He is what YouTube is who YouTube is going to rely on to say this is how we are. We are a kind, he does charity. He seems like a very caring person. That's the huge part of his PewDiePie, you know, character, is that the character is very caring, but so is he. He's done, charities. He does all this great stuff, and he is our forerunner for YouTube. He is who YouTube is kind of pushing on. This is who we are. We are funny, caring people, and that's what we're trying to show. But then we get people like, Leafy is here, and, you know, all these other crazy people who are just insulting people and attacking autistic people, and they're just doing these crazy things that make us look bad as a whole, make the whole YouTube community look bad. The Toby Turner allegations, there's no proof behind that. There's nothing that has solid evidence that he did something like that, but this group just gangs together, just attacks him all at once with no actual proof, with no defined proof. And what PewDiePie is doing is forerunning this kind of drama-stopping thing. He just wants all people just to be kind. He doesn't want them to be, these crazy assholes who just insult everyone for fun, which is what people are. Some people disagree with him. KSI wants to say, no, you're the same way they are, or stuff like that. But at the end of the day, this is the guy who represents us. This is our number one person. And the personality based wise is, if his personality wasn't kind, caring, and funny, he would not be able to be where he is. Because who do we want to see? We want to see a kind, caring, and funny person. We want to see that guy saying who we are. So from my analyzing his personality, slow to anger, but when he gets angry, he gets pissed. He's very kind, he does charities. Don't ever expect a response from this guy, because your comment will get so down in the thousands of comments there are left that he will never be able to find it, so don't leave him a comment. Money-wise, he's not trying to get money from this. He just, he pays the rent. He doesn't have to worry about gas or cars or drinks or food, because, he just doesn't have to pay for it. It's a job, but he is working to entertain you, so the job's well done. Everything here just shows a genuine good person, and the front runner of YouTube should be that. So I'm glad to say that while I analyze his personality, yeah, don't ever expect a response from him. That was probably a big thing, but other than that, he just seemed like a good person from all the videos I watched, and I don't generally watch his channel. He just seemed like he was a good person, kind, caring. He does charities. I'm repeating myself, but this is who you want to see, and I definitely say go check out his videos, because it's definitely a good thing. And this is Crazy Pineapple, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye. Individual,